Welcome back to my channel, Golden Stars Align. And it's going to be my June reading for my Geminis. What up, Gemini gang? Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Okay? You know I had to say it. If you're new to my channel, please hit subscribe. It's an equal energy exchange channel. That's what we do. That's all I ask. Okay? If you're not new, welcome back. Okay? So you know how I do. I get straight into the readings. This one's going to apply for all Gemini sun, moon, and rising. So make sure you check the other videos as they are uploaded to meet your sun, moon, and rising as well. Okay. Let's go ahead and get into it for my Gemini gang. Okay. Please visit my website, Golden Stars Aligned. I also do offer personal readings as well as an array of other good teas. Okay. Follow me on Instagrams. Let's get into this reading for my Geminis for June. Okay, so what it looks like, what it's looking like when you started this month as the Page of Wands. Okay, you was in an energy where you felt like you was being called to, like, I feel like relax. You know what I mean? Like, in a good way, your mind had been spinning and spinning, and you had constantly been going and going and going, and you weren't really taking time to stop, breathe, relax, meditate, allow the energy to flow through your chakras. Okay, it was just a lot of processing, moving. So your spirit guides and the ancestors snatch your ass up, sat your ass down, and said you need to chill. Okay, so in the beginning of June, it's been kind of like chill, a little bit kind of chill on the rocks, sitting, letting things integrate. But this is you. Ultimately, with the King of Wands, you know that you have to move in a certain direction, and you really don't have time for distractions. You don't have time for blockages. You don't have time for anybody surrounding you who is not going to speak life into you, speak positivity into you, be an uplifting source, Gemini. You just don't need anybody who's lashing to you to take from you, ultimately, because you are putting the pieces back to make sure you have enough to give. You can't allow people to continue to take from your puzzle, okay? You just can't, because if you try to put together a puzzle and you're missing pieces, it gets hard. It gets extremely hard. Okay, with the Five of Pentacles in reverse, you are working toward a state of dependency. Okay, maybe Gemini, you were realizing that there was a little bit of codependency, things going on, a little bit of abandonment issues, maybe even that, like, fear that stemmed from a childhood situation. Who knows exactly but you and God? But you were going through something where you were having to analyze your connections and kind of like reevaluate, restructure those, learn certain boundaries, be safe and secure in your own energy so that you're not having to fear. Okay, so you're really learning how to be enough, so that anything that comes in your way, whether it be partners, friends, or businesses, become an extension of your energy rather than your identity, right? So you're really working on establishing yourself in that manner. With the Four of Swords in reverse, you will find out that you'll have an aha moment. I feel like it's going to come toward the middle of the month, okay? But you're going to wake up and be like, okay, the sun is out, the birds is chirping. You see that rainbow in the sky, and you know that the storm is over, and that's when Gemini is going to work back out of that shell. Okay, so you'll be coming out of that shell back in the middle, toward the middle of the month, having a deeper level of understanding and acceptance with your trials, tribulations, with your goals, with your purpose, with walking in your divinity, with expression, right? Because it's all things that you've been working on lately. And with the King of Cups, you know, in the month of June, you will be making a lot of decisions. I feel like they should not be technically emotionally charged decisions, but more so they will be thought out. Okay, so you're not going to be doing anything that's just like sporadic to where it can be dangerous. You're thinking shit out, and then you're making your moves and making your investments. Okay, some of you guys are even learning how to work certain things when it comes to your money and remove that emotional attachment to it, and then you're watching it grow. And in essence, like, you're feeding it positive energy rather than feelings of doubt, worry, and grief. Put it like that. So the emotional attachment that you're creating to money is becoming a different relationship that you're having with money, as well as people, places, and things, right? With the Eight of Cups. If you ever get an urge to start to want to run or start to want to escape and not face any of the things that are coming up, because I feel like this may be an extreme month of shadow work for you, Gemini, try not to run around it. Try to run toward it. Try to understand it. Try to push through it. Try to ask those questions. What does this mean for me in this moment? What does this mean for me moving forward? What is this trying to show me? What is this trying to teach me? How is this going to redirect me on my path? Or, you know, is it just something that is just a bump in the road that I should speed right over? You'll know, but I feel like a lot of it that's coming up in your reality is situations that you need to address for your emotional progression, for your betterment. It's like you can't keep just dancing around it. You know what I mean? With the Six of Cups in reverse, yes, so there is some inner childhood work that's being called upon right now. Just to nurture your inner child, make sure you're spending that time connecting, playing, taking time out, to do things with your own particular children, setting time aside for play dates, you know what I mean? Having play dates and really getting in that childlike essence. Don't be afraid to get down and play with them. Okay? Or just tapping in if you don't have children. Again, just finding a way to tap into your own inner child, whether that be playing video games, board games, getting out, playing outside. Okay, get you a bicycle. Some of you guys are going to want to do things you used to do when you were a child in June. Okay, whether that be hang out at the river or the lake all day with the fam bam. Try to maybe get out, you know, the world is opening up. Some of you guys want to get out to these amusement parks, whatever would have you. You're being called to explore the depths of your inner child and relive and rekindle, you know, some of those flames. With the Three of Wands in reverse, I'm just hearing, you know, that ship is never too late. The ship has not sailed yet. Okay, so make sure that you are taking appropriate action to get the job done. You can sit and dream all day, Gemini, but you really have to put inspire action towards your plan. You want to gather as much information, and I get it. You want to analyze as much as you can, and I get it, but sometimes you just have to jump. Sometimes you just have to make that move and allow everything else to fall into place, okay? Sometimes you have to lay that first domino out, okay? And do it with confidence, because you know you fit in to score, baby, all the points. And that's life. So just move forward with confidence, you know what I mean? Once you make sure that you have enough information, you've read enough books, you've collected enough anecdotal information, and now you're ready to react, okay? With the Two of Swords, I feel like once you are diving in and delving in and actually exploring those things in the month of June, you will feel like, in a sense, like the blinders come off, okay? You will feel like the blindfold has been removed. You will feel like now it's not so much juggling and more activity. Okay? Action. Inspire action towards your goals. You're not going to sit back and, well, should I do this? Should I do that? Should I do this? Should I do that? Should I do this? Should I do that? You'll know. And you have to start listening more to that voice of inner guidance and that intuition that's trying to talk to you and tell you what to do, while you're fighting between the part that you're showing the world and the part that you show everybody else with your dualistic energy, right? Let's see what we can get here. So it says confidence is your key to success. I think I just told you that. Move forward with confidence. Make your next move be your best move. Walk it like you motherfucking talk it and know about it, okay? We also got, it's time to release the negativity. So if you are walking around holding on to any pent-up animosity, any pent-up energy that's stored and it's building up and it's just enraging you, find a way to funnel that and transmute that and release that energy, because you don't want it to create stagnation within your own field, okay? You and your loved ones are safe, secured, taken care of. Don't fear. Fear is an illusion, okay? You have nothing to fear. Open up your heart and move forward, okay? Let's get some advice from Our Lady Isis. This one says Divine Sun Child, blessings of the Sun Falcon. I'll read it to you. Divine Sun Child. Blessings of the Sun Falcon, the Divine Sun Child Horus, Son of Isis and Osiris, flow to you now, beloved initiate. It's time to allow your life to flourish without limits, to let your light burn bright and without veil, just like the midsummer sun burning without contest in the Egyptian desert. Blessings of the Sun Falcon herald the time when your divine legacy is being born. It's your time to burn bright. Horus, the divine sun child in Isis and Osiris, was born out of impossible circumstances through the great devotion of his mother, Isis, and her loving determination to heal her husband and bring him back to life, to eventually become king of Egypt, defeating dark forces that would seek to destroy him and all that he loved, with great triumph. It is the story of the divine hero of Egypt. It's also a metaphor for our inner world. Our divine feminine must stay true to her values of love, healing, and triumph of creativity over destruction born of fear and hate. She must never give up her belief in her ideals. Our divine feminine is our body, whether man or woman, our inner values, and the ideas that make our hearts beat stronger and feel right within our belly. With such love for her inner divine masculine, she never gives up on her belief in him either. And in her desire for their togetherness, it leads to his healing, even if it has been lost, fragmented, and thought dead. The divine masculine is our spirit, whether woman or man, that our body desires to unite with to help it come to life and light in a new blissful way. The love in our hearts calls upon spirit home into our bodies. We become able to stand firm, to take action, and make choices that allow our inner ideals to become part of our world. We live according to our values, not just hold them inside of ourselves. Finally, as our divine feminine and masculine unite within our bodies, a new golden consciousness is born. This is the sun child Horus, with an eye that is the moon and an eye that is the sun, representing the perfect balance of masculine and feminine in sun, in harmony with each other. The divine sun child is the new self, filled with love, light, and power to the world. It is the authentic self, living the inner truths in the outer world, an agent of healing on this planet, an inspiration for others to be bold, brave, and vivid, enough to walk their own path to eventually receive these same blessings, okay? That was big. That was a big message for you, Gemini. I'm going to give you a moment to receive that, okay? It's all in alignment. Your energies are dancing together, the divine feminine and divine masculine, to provide that perfect balance, okay? Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if this reading resonates with you guys at all. Thank you for tuning in, and I will check with you guys later.